My name is Matt Shanahan. As Chief Strategy Officer, my role is to guide the definition and design of our products. We started Lockstep just over 3 years ago after interviewing more than 50 accounting departments. We found that every department was on a push to eliminate paper, and that the primary means for replacing paper is email. But we also found that no email solutions had been built for accounting. That's why we created Lockstep Inbox. Lockstep Inbox lets you manage all your customer and vendor workflows in one application. It's really easy to set up. Simply use the settings to configure to your email accounts. Once connected, you have an accounts receivable workspace for working with your customers and an accounts payable workspace for working with your vendors. Now you can decide to have both or just have one for your particular department, for instance, just for AP or just for AR. Each workspace has a dashboard of key metrics and actionable segmentation. In this workspace, you can see the AR aging and the various categories of customers. These are all actionable. For instance, you can see what customers have the most past due, what has the greatest total balance, and open invoices. And you can see there's a complete list of each of these categories as well. The aging report has a way to segment and target customers based on the age of their invoices. This saves you time because there's no need to export aging reports to a spreadsheet and maintain status. You simply click on the segment, such as 91 days past late, and do proactive outreach to your customers. You can click on the activity menu for any transaction and perform proactive email, phone calls, or note activities. In the case of email activities, Lockstep Inbox provides contextually relevant templates, such as a second reminder of past due. And that eliminates all of the cutting and pasting of data. Once you select the desired template, as you just did, Lockstep Inbox populates the email address of the account, because it knows who the account holder is, populates the subject, creates the content, includes the transaction information, and all of that was done at the click of a button. You can modify the content here and then simply hit send. And you can see that Lockstep saved you over 3 minutes of cutting and pasting and writing. Now, those numbers come through actual testing with users to see how long it takes them to do. And you can imagine, now you can multiply that time savings throughout the number of emails you send every week, and it really adds up. Lockstep Inbox gives you a team workspace. So it's an ability for an entire team to understand who's working on what and divvy up the work. And as the emails come in from customers and vendors, they're automatically assigned to the team member responsible. Any unknown senders are put into unassigned and then can be assigned manually from there. Lockstep Inbox eliminates the need to use tracking spreadsheet or to-do list app. When you click on mine, you can see all your inbound email activity and the assignments organized by status. All your work is organized into what you can do now, which is active, what you're waiting for a response on from either somebody internally or maybe a customer or vendor, what you've snoozed until later. You said, I can't do this now, I'm going to wait till the end of the month, and then what you've completed. So let's dig a little bit deeper into here. Here's a workflow you've been working on regarding a second reminder for a company called BluffTech. You're waiting on a response from them. When you open up the activity, you can see its entire history of how this started. You originally sent an email saying you hadn't received payment. They emailed back saying, well, we didn't get all of our shipments. And you go, that looks odd because we've got it as registered on that side. Can we get together and have a conversation? And then they said, sure, can you give us a call on Tuesday? You schedule that with them, and then you have the phone call and you record the outcome of the phone call. And it says, yep, you're right, you didn't get those goods. So you follow up with an email indicating that let us know when you receive that. We just shipped it overnight and we can go from there. So you've got this entire history of understanding what's gone on And by the way, if you need to reference the invoice in question, it's related right here. So what happens is any invoice that's referenced in any of the email conversations back and forth get recorded over here, and they're easily viewed and followed up on. Likewise, you're able to see any attachments, all the contact information immediately available, saving you time from having to use multiple applications to solve this. If you want to, you can actually add an activity to this. So you could add another email to do some more follow-up, record a note, make a phone call. All of that's built right into here. In this case, you're waiting for a response from BluffTech, and that just happened recently. So we will go ahead and go back to our list and not worry about that right now. Now, Lockstep Inbox also gives you a 360-degree view of each customer and vendor. So now we'll go down to BluffTech and take a look at that. This list, by the way, of customers and vendors combines all the relevant activities, transactions, contacts, and documents for that particular account. Looking at BluffTech, you can see all the various activities associated with BluffTech, including the one we were just looking at that's waiting for a response right here. There's a full profile that allows you the ability to keep notes about BluffTech and understand other information such as their EIN, banking, or instructions for payment. All of that can be stored here. All the various transactions associated with BluffTech are in here. Open invoices, closed invoices, payments. Additionally, all the contacts come in. Some come directly from the ERP. Others can be harvested just through emails back and forth that come through Lockstep Inbox. So we capture the domain and know which ones are associated with which companies. We can also add contacts directly here. So it gives you a great centralized way to build up contacts and share them across the organization. And of course, we have all the relevant documentation associated with that customer. BluffTech, all of these emails, for each email coming through that we saw over here, the various ones are stripping out associated documents and organize them directly for this connection, saving you a lot of time of having to manage that in document management. Now you'll notice that the unread count up here for your activities has increased by 1. That's an indication that something new has come in, as we want to take a look and see what that is. And sure enough, the past due invoice from BluffTech has come back, so they have responded. And let's take a look at that. They said, yes, we got the items, missing items. We'll send you a check by the end of the week. So this can now be closed out. You're all done with that. Go ahead and close that activity and go back and work on the rest of them as you can kind of move forward and do that. So it's a great way, and then you can track, again, that history is always then stored and closed and managed there. Now, we've looked at a lot of different capabilities to think about how can you work inside one application and handle these various workflows with your vendors and your customers. Hopefully you can see the power of the solution. We also have some great insights that get delivered through here, the ability to let you know what happened in terms of a weekly summary on your AR. You can also track your weekly activity and time savings right here. So a very powerful tool for being able to do that. Additionally, we've got 2 really exciting features that we'll be delivering in early August. One is approvals management. That allows you to track and manage approvals via email. So all of your approvers can just use Outlook or Gmail. They will get magic links to online forms to allow them to manage approvals, and you can track them doing that. The other is we'll be releasing global search. So within here, there'll be a search bar right at the top that allows you to search across all the emails, documents, transactions, contacts, and more. So very powerful features that are continuing to be delivered. Hopefully, you were able to see the benefit of doing all your customer and vendor workflows in one application. Lockstep Inbox is the only application designed specifically for how AR and AP work today in email. And the best part is the Lockstep Inbox is free. You're just 30 minutes away from saving 1 day a week.